Hello everyone, it is Darkseeker here. Welcome to another video, and we are looking at Wild Mode, and it's a Warlock deck here called the Demonblend Handlock. It's the Demonblend Handlock, that's what we like to call it. This is a deck that I found online, I think on Hearthstone, and as you can see, it's a Reno deck. It's only running one copy of each card, and because it's Wild Mode, we've got some interesting additions here, like Dr. Boom, and Antique Healbot. Yes, when's the last time you saw that card played? So there are demons in this deck, as you can see. Imp Gang Boss, cards like Dreadsteed, when's the last time you saw that card? Mal'Ganis, Jaraxxus, or Lord Jaraxxus, sorry, I stand corrected, Dread Infernal, and Doomguard. And these are demons that you can get brought out onto the deck via the Voidcaller. There are sort of some handlock tendencies in this deck because there's a Twilight Drake, so tap, 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 and then play a big Drake. Big threats like Sylvanas, obviously, the Emperor for card discount, Sludge Belcher as a protective taunt. There's one copy of Barnes, there can only ever be one copy, but a copy of Barnes in this deck to bring out something like a 1-1 Sylvanas, hopefully. Not sure about Barnes, but it can have value. Sunfury Protector, Defender of Argus as taunts, with your big threats to stop you dying, and of course Reno Jackson to bring you back to full health. And Floating Watcher, bizarrely. Oh, and Prince Malchezaar for more legendaries. So there is an awful lot packed into this deck, including Twisting Nether as a board clear, but no Hellfire, but you have Shadow Flame. So yeah, oh, no Power Overwhelming though. So to go with Shadow Flame. So yeah, let's have a look at this deck. It's an interesting concoction of cards, and I think maybe it could do with a little bit of refinement. But yeah, the focus very much is on demons. And I love that. I really, really do. I love playing demons. It's so much fun. Right. Now, one of the issues with Reno Lock is the fact that you need to draw Reno. You need Reno. And if you don't draw Reno in time, you just die. Particularly with a deck like this, where you're just going to be tapping for those first few turns. Playing these big threats in the late game is all fine and well, but if you're dead by the late game, what's the point? And this looks like Secrets Paladin to me. That's a shielded mini-bot, one of the best 2-drops in the entire game, because it needs 2 hits to remove. And by the looks of things, we won't be playing anything on turn 3. It just looks like we're going to be tapping again, playing a Twilight Drake on turn 4. Of course, by then, what will the Paladin have amassed on the board? And this deck doesn't play Hellfire, so maybe this is where a Hellfire would actually be useful. Maybe. Because turn 3, can we expect Muster for Battle? Maybe. But anyway, we can tap and we can draw here with Mortal Coil. There's Reno. I feel happy now. I feel safe. Ooh, Medivh. So, Medivh. We may not be able to get any value from Medivh. Very late game, very slow card. It's now confirmed, yes, it is Secrets Paladin. Joy to the world, Secrets Paladin. Also really fun to see what kind of legendaries we get from Prince Malchezaar. We've seen Medivh. What else will we get? Now, notice this deck runs one Void Terror. One Void Terror. Blessing of Kings there. He's trying to protect the Secret Keeper. Trying to protect it. Yeah. You see, I could trade and Shadow Flame. That doesn't fully remove the mini bot. So I'd trade into the Secret Keeper, Shadow Flame, yeah. It's not great though. As I say, it doesn't remove the mini bot. Just chatting to a friend there about Strife Crow. I love watching Strife Crow play. He's so innovative. He comes up with the most interesting decks. Pondering just removing that shield. And just Defender of Argus here. Because, you see, with this play, you still got to trade everything in. And then next turn, I can mop up with Dread Infernal. That's pretty good.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh dear lord. Is he going to muster here? Yes, he is. Well, Dread Infernal is going to get value. It's going to get serious value. Now, I think most people there would have ignored the mini-bot. Wow. Gosh. Killing off the defender. Most people would have ignored the mini-bot shield. But now we get almost a full board clear. Almost a full board clear here. That's really good. Reno... No, we can't Reno here. We have to clear. We're at 12 though, so our health total isn't great, so maybe we Reno next turn. But this is a paladin. How's he going to burst me down? Really?
Put this apple on your head.
We also have Shadow Flame in hand.
I'll never tell.
And with Shadow Flame, what we'll be able to do is just run him out of all of his threats. Look, he's committing everything here. Actually, that's scary. Double Juggler with Muster. That's really scary. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. Oh dear. Well, he thinks he's won now, right? He thinks he's won. He's thinking, the Warlock can't cast Hellfire. And even if there's a board clear, I'll just poke him in the face over 2 turns and win. Well, I have Reno Jackson, thankfully. I'm actually going to remove 1 Juggler. And we gain 28 health. And that's why Reno Jackson is so broken. But again, there's that issue of you have to have him. You've got to draw him. You have him in your hand. And if you don't get him, you can just lose. Because you can just get burst down by your opponent. That's bad news. It's just drawn a ridiculous number of cards, and you know, if there was any way for a Secrets Paladin to get the advantage again, it's card refill in hand and just constantly playing more threats. We have Twisting Nether and Shadow Flame. Those are our 2 big board clears that we've got available to us. Oh, and there's Demon Wrath too, but it's not always effective, right? Wow, look at the card difference, the number of cards he's drawn and used in this game compared to me, and I'm the class that taps. Anyway, just counting up there. We can tap. We're not in danger of dying. We're at 26 health. And the value on the card discount is insane. And now he has a choice. Does he clear the Emperor or does he push face? What does he do here? He's pushing. That's interesting. Oh, maybe not. Okay. He understands that leaving the Emperor up is a bad decision. And he's just going back to what Paladin normally does here. Fill the board, and hope to win. The Black Knight for Tirion. I'm still okay though. I mean, he's got a lot of attack power on board, but I can still survive for at least another 2 turns. But I think I should clear that, right? Or do I? 14 damage incoming. 14 damage. No, I have to clear it. So, the idea here is not that this does anything. Okay, not that what I just did there did anything at all, you know, in terms of the buff. But I just wanted to get the Dreadsteed on board. Just wanted to get it on board as a body, as a minion, because it trades favourably with the 1/1s, the dudes. And, you know, over time, the damage from those 1/1s, it really adds up. So he can't remove the Dreadsteed now unless he silences it. And I use the Void Terror because I'm happy to sacrifice it. I'm happy to sacrifice it. It's not going to really get value in this game for me. The strategy in this game... Oh, hello. The strategy in this game is just surviving on board and trying to maintain some form of board presence. And I don't see how Void Terror is really going to help that. Mind Control Tech. What a shame he didn't play a 4th minion. But this is going to get serious value here. Black Knight. Who'd have thought? Malchezaar. Do I want to use it though? Is Siphon Soul potentially better? No. Black Knight's a 4/5 body. Yeah. None shall pass, says the Black Knight. I'm just going to play the Floating Watcher here as a body on board. What he'll probably do, he'll use the Ashbringer to kill the Floating Watcher rather than the Black Knight, because he'll recognise the threat from the Floating Watcher. Thing is though, I don't care, because I have other big threats in my hand. The Floating Watcher is a bit of a sacrifice here, and I'm not in the mood to tap. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to tap, really. I mean, I've used Reno, so I've got to preserve my life total. So if I lose the Floating Watcher, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. He's taking 4 to the face. And this is Secret's Paladin. He ain't going to run healing, so... Okay, now we'll get value on Mind Control Tech. Wow, that's incredible. So, the Lothar pickup, he can't be happy about that. Now just thinking about what else to do here.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
Wow, what an entrance effect there for Medivh. Just triggering the secret.
I'm invincible.
Sure, whatever. We have a ridiculous amount of power on this board. How is he going to deal with it? And of course, we've got Siphon Soul in hand, so there is synergy with Medivh. Let's not forget Leroy Jenkins, also in hand too. That's pretty important. So, presumably, just have lethal here? Or maybe not. Maybe not.
I must move quickly.
And there's a secret. Pondering Noble Sacrifice there. But we can Siphon Soul that. That's pretty good. And here comes Leroy.
I always win.
And we finish off with Medivh. And as he says, I always win. I wish I did. But there we go. So, this Demonblend Wild Zoolock. I guess it's not really a Zoolock, it's a handlock, right? Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, it's a handlock that doesn't run giants. But, yeah, big threats, big taunts, really, when you count Defender of Argus and Sun Fury Protector. One thing that we didn't see was the potential for Jaraxxus to give you those 6/6 Infernals. One area of critique maybe with this deck, I think I'd like to see Hellfire, which I think can just be so significant in the early game. Maybe Hellfire rather than Dreadsteed, possibly, but I can see where Dreadsteed would get you value. Against aggressive classes, it's a 1/1 that never dies, so it can trade into their low health minions. I get that, but maybe Hellfire rather than Dreadsteed. But all in all, a really, really solid deck. Reno Jackson, super important. You just need the right draws, and you need to get Reno in hand. And I think if you can get that in the early game to the mid game, you survive, play Reno, and then play those big super threats in the late game, well, I guess you win the game. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you all again very soon.